Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really fun video for you guys. This video was actually a suggestion by my fabulous friend Carrie. I was bouncing off some ideas with a couple of my friends. I needed some video suggestions, and she suggested that I share polishes that I rewear every season. I decided not to just do it by season, but just in general. These are all the polishes that I've reworn multiple times. I gravitate towards them every year. They're just my favorites. Like, I know it's very easy to say, oh, these are my favorite polishes. You know, I love this polish. This is a favorite polish. But how often do we actually rewear our polishes? So I thought this was a really wonderful idea. So these are the ones that I've reworn multiple times. Some of them are combos that I rewear the same combo all the time. I have a lot of polishes now, so maybe some of them I don't wear every single year. Sometimes I might go 1 or 2 years before I pull this polish back out or this combo back out. But these are polishes that I have legitimately reworn multiple times over the years. And I have a lot of newer polishes that I've only had for a couple years, like 1 or 2 years, and I've already worn them multiple times. But I don't want to include them. I want to include some of my older favorite ones that I really do love. I'm going to do a separate video for all of my holiday polishes. I'm gonna make it like Christmas and Halloween all in one video of my favorite ones that I actually rewear all the time. All right, so let me just start randomly pulling. Let me show you, let me do the toppers first. Now I love toppers. I have a ton of toppers, but at the end of the day, how many toppers do I actually rewear multiple times? So these are the ones that I've worn the most, that I always wear. First one I have is Finger Paints the ink outside the box. This is my second bottle. It's just a perfect black and white topper. I love to wear this in the summer over like bright neons. I've worn this over Orly's Vintage, just any bright fun polish. I love to have like a black and white over it. Just kind of gives it like a cool kind of retro look, and I've reworn this multiple times. Okay, and then we have Hit Polish Beetlejuice Potion. This one is beautiful. I love this polish. I've definitely reworn this multiple times. This is just really cool. It's a black, white, and green, like different color green glitters. So beautiful. Just an amazing polish. Okay, then we have Orly's Sparkling Garbage. I really do truly love this topper. Like you can see, I've already worn it. It's down here. I used to wear this a lot over vintage. I'll show you vintage in a little bit since it seems to be a theme. I wore a lot of toppers over vintage. This is just so pretty. I'm really into any polish that's like fairy dust but different colors, and this one is a green version of fairy dust, and it's beautiful. I haven't worn this in a while, but you can tell I've definitely have loved it, and I've worn this many times. Definitely used to wear it a lot more before I had tons and tons of toppers, but this is a good one. Okay, and then these are my most repurchased polishes. China Glaze Golden Enchantment. I wear this over greens all the time, specifically over one green that I'm going to show you. This is just beautiful over greens. Anytime you have a green that just needs a little something extra, this is what I'll pull out. And then Fairy Dust, you know, no surprise, everyone wears Fairy Dust, but Fairy Dust is perfect over anything that just needs a little something extra, like just a little bit of twinkle. You just add Fairy Dust and it just elevates every single manicure. Okay, then we have Fantasia. Mine is really bad. I'm actually, instead of thinning it out, I just discovered a new way of fixing polishes. Instead of adding thinner, you add nail polish and base. And it actually, I did it on one of my polishes and it worked so well. So now I'm actually really excited. I'm gonna fix this. I don't know, I've always loved this polish. It's just a beautiful topper. It's just little dainty rainbow and then tiny cut up flakies, and it's just, I don't know, it's so pretty. It's not the most interesting or unique polish, but I love it, and I actually don't have anything else quite like it, so I guess it is unique to me, and I just really love this one. And then we have Maria Luisa, and this one I wear by Zoya. I wear this one all the time over anytime I wear Tiana, which I'll show you in a little bit, by Zoya. I always wear this one. Okay, so now I'm just going to randomly start pulling out polishes. Now this one is Night Owl Lacquer Leaf Peeping with Sasquatch. Now granted, this one is newer to me, but I have had it for 3 years. I got it in October 2019. 1920, oh, I've had it for 2 years. So this one is somewhat cheating, but since I've had it in 2019, I've already worn this at least 4 or 5 times. I want to say I've worn this at least twice a year since I got it, and sometimes I think I've worn it like 3 years the first year I got it. I love this polish. It's beautiful. It's definitely just the most interesting, most unique brown I've ever owned, and I've reached for it the last 2 years for fall at least once, if not 2 to 3 times. Now the rest I really have had for multiple years. Okay, we have Zoya's Finley. This one I've had for several years, and I've reworn it in the fall multiple times over the years. I haven't worn this one. I'm pretty sure I wore this last year. Yeah, I wore it last year. We did, I want to say we did like some kind of twin mani on steroids, and I want to say I incorporated this. But this one is just beautiful. It's one of their scattered hollows. It's a rich, deep royal purple, and I love this one, and I used to reach for this all the time in the fall. Okay, then we have OPI's I Am What I Amethyst. Really beautiful on the nails. Not much in the bottle. It doesn't look like much. It suffers from ugly bottle syndrome. But this is just the most beautiful, unique. It's hard to describe. It's maybe leaning slightly lavender, but it's not quite lavender. It's not quite periwinkle. It's just so interesting, so beautiful. I love to wear this one with some kind of topper. It doesn't have the best formula. 3 coats, and it can still be streaky if you're not careful. 3 coats, if you're careful, you can get away with, or 2 with, you definitely have to have a topper on it. But this is just so pretty. Absolutely love this one, and I reach for this one a lot in the spring. I'm pretty sure I wore this one last year too. Don't think I got to it this year, but I'm pretty sure I wore it last year. Okay, and then Orly Scenic Route. I wear this one on my toes almost every summer. Just absolutely beautiful, bright, kind of like a bright orchid almost. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, would you call that a bright orchid? Not quite neon, but it's just nice and bright and really beautiful. So I reach for this one in the summer. Then we have Mom Jeans by Glitter Days. You can tell how much I've loved this one. It's all down to here. Absolutely beautiful cerulean blue. Is that the color? Yeah, cerulean blue. Absolutely beautiful. I've worn this multiple times over the years on the nails, on the toes. Absolutely beautiful. Love this one. Okay, then we have China Glaze Boho Blues. You can see it's already down to here. I've worn this one a lot. This is the most unique, interesting, not quite periwinkle, but leaning periwinkle. It's so interesting, so unique. I love this one. Pretty decent formula in 2 coats. If you're careful, you can get away with 2 coats. Absolutely beautiful. Love this polish. I wear this one every spring, summer is usually when I wear this one. And then Color Club Holy Chick. I used to wear this one every single year on my toes. I wore it last year, or was it this year? I think I wore it this spring. I'm pretty sure I did a twin mani with Julie. I think so. Yeah, I think we twinned with this. And when I wore it then, I hadn't worn it in probably 2 years. But before that, I had worn it pretty much every spring or summer. I wear it on my toes. I really love to wear this one on my toes. Okay, then we have Zip Me Up by Essie. Love this one. I've worn this one on my nails in the spring a lot. I've worn this on my toenails a couple times. Has an okay formula. If you're careful, you can get away with 2 coats. If you're not careful, you'll need a 3rd coat. But this one is just so pretty. It's a soft minty green, and then it's got that beautiful lime green flash. So pretty. Love this one. I'm pretty sure I wore this one. I either wore it this year or I wore it last year. I know I've worn it in the last 2 years. Okay, then we have Rich Boys and Po Girls by OPI. This is just beautiful. It's kind of similar to Mom Jeans. Kind of similar how they're almost cerulean. They're like cerulean blue, but this one is slightly different. I would say if you have one, you wouldn't need both. So if you don't have Mom Jeans and you have Rich Boys and Po Girls, I think you'd be okay. But just absolutely beautiful. You can see I've already worn it a lot. I wear this one on my toes, wear it on my nails. This one's really nice in the summer. Okay, then we have OPI. Oh, I wasn't going to show this because I was going to do it in my holiday bucket. But anyways, this is Jade is New Black. I love this one. I wear this one for Christmas in my, as a Christmas staple. I love this one as undies under. Glitter's really beautiful. So I'm going to set that aside because I'm probably going to include it again in my holiday bucket, my holiday video. Orly's Vintage. You can see it's down to here. I've already worn this one. This came out, I don't know how long it's been. I feel like it hasn't been terribly long. I don't think it's been 6 or 7 years. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. But since I've gotten this, I know it's been a few years at least since I've gotten this one. I've worn this so many times. I love to wear this on my toes. I love to wear this on my nails. It's just so beautiful. It's so bright and fun. It's like a bleached mint neon. It's so beautiful. I've worn fairy dust over this a lot. I've worn this over it a lot. What else have I worn over it? I think I've probably worn other toppers over it as well, but I can't think of what else I would have worn over this. This is just so fun. When I wear this on my nails, I like to wear a glitter topper. And then when I wear this on my toes, I like to just wear it on my toes. And it's so fun. I love this polish. Okay, another one that I've worn multiple times. I usually wear this kind of in March. It used to be one of my go-to like green polishes for March. This is China Glaze 4-Leaf Clover. This is just the most, you can see I've worn this multiple times over the years. This is just the most beautiful and interesting and unique green. It's impossible to get accurate swatch pictures. It's like a Kelly green, but it's not quite, but it's definitely not teal, it's not turquoise, it's not forest. It's really hard to describe. It's so beautiful, it's so interesting. I love to wear fairy dust over this, golden enchantment over this. So a lot of times when I would wear this in March, for a few years in a row, actually, I wore this as my St. Patrick's manicure. This was before I had Instagram. So I would wear this, and I would wear Golden Enchantment on top. And this is just beautiful. Love this combo. And then we have Zoya's Merida. They're green scattered hollow. Love this one. I've worn this one several times over the years. Probably my most worn scattered hollow. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, and then we have Dulwich Polish Expecto Patronum. I love this one. This is their white Crowley with their little turquoise. Yeah, turquoise. I was gonna say, are they teal or they're turquoise? Turquoise teal glitters. So beautiful in the summer. I used to wear this a lot in the summer when I was really into Crowleys originally. I'm back into Crowleys now, but before, when I was in Crowleys the first time, then I stopped wearing Crowleys. I used to wear this years ago when I was really into Crowleys. So beautiful. Mine has a really nice formula. 2 coats, if you're careful, is fine for me. Some people say theirs has a bad formula, they have to wear 3, and then it's still streaky after 3. Mine is pretty good if you're careful with 2 coats, and it looks beautiful. If you're not careful, you might need a 3rd coat, but I usually am pretty good with my application. I get it with 2. I'm pretty sure I wore this year. I think I wore it in the spring because I hadn't worn it in a while and I went to wear it. Absolutely beautiful. Love this one. I've worn this one multiple times over the years. Okay, then we have Zoya's Leslie. I wear this pretty much every spring on my toes. I've had this for years since whenever this collection came out. I remember it was years ago, and Just Face 90 did a swatch review of it, of all these, they're all like this shimmery, like flash polish. And there was a yellow one, which I never got the yellow one. And there was a blue one. I think I had the blue one and I didn't like it. I decluttered it. And then there was a couple more, but the only one that I truly was interested in was the purple one, and I've worn it pretty much every spring since. There's like a spring here and there that I don't get to it, but I pretty much wear this every spring, and it's like a never-ending bottle. I've had it for years, and it's still only like to right there. So I always say that if this bottle ever actually runs out, I will definitely get a full-size bottle of this because I love it. This is a mini, if you couldn't tell. Okay, and then we have Zoya's Remy. I've reworn this one multiple times in the fall. I'm pretty sure I wore this year. I'm pretty sure I wore it this year. I either wore it this year or I wore it last fall. But look at that, it's so beautiful. I used to wear this one a lot before I had, two main polishes. I used to wear this one a lot. This is used to be like a staple in the fall. Okay, let me pick 2. This is a combo that I used to wear every fall. I don't know how long these polishes have actually been out, but I feel like I've had this combo that I've been wearing on and off for years. But if I were to look up the dates, it's probably only even been out for like 6 years. But I feel like it's been a lot longer because I feel like I've been wearing this combo for a very long time. This is OPI's. It's a Piazza Cake. It's a beautiful burnt orange. So gorgeous. Amazing formula. And then as an accent nail, I would always wear a Woman's Prerogative. And it's just a beautiful burnt orange glass fleck. So absolutely beautiful. Like everyone goes crazy for Goldeneye, which I have, but I don't love it. I don't like it. This is the same formula, but it's burnt orange. And this one I love. This combo I used to wear, like I said, every fall I would wear this. I don't think I've worn this combo in like 2 years. I wanted to wear it last year, and it was in my to wear, and I just didn't get to it. And then I wanted to wear it again this year, and I didn't get to it. Maybe I'll try to wear it this fall, but I have so many like new polishes and combos that I'm trying to get through. But I really, really love this combo, and it's pretty nostalgic because when I think of a fall combo, this is a combo that comes to mind. This is what I used to always wear. Absolutely beautiful. So if you don't have either of these, you should definitely get them because it's perfect for fall. Okay, and then we have OPI's Jinx. You can see it's down to here. Although this is a textured polish, so a lot of that could just be because it's dried out. And it has actually dried out. I do need to fix it with polish base. But I used to wear this one all the time. Every summer when we would go on vacation, I would always wear this on my nails because it's textured, and so it wouldn't, like I wouldn't really get nail tip wear. Maybe occasionally I would get like a chip because, you know, textured polishes do chip. But usually this would hold up pretty well for me over vacation, and I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, changing my polish or anything like that. But I love this polish. I've worn this many, many times over the years, and I was actually getting pretty sad thinking that I'd have to declutter this. And then someone, about another polish that I was also sad that I was gonna have to declutter, someone recommended that I use, instead of thinner, that I use nail polish base. So now I'm like really excited because I'm gonna fix this polish, restore it back to its original glory. Okay, then we have Kale Polish Peanut Butter. I don't think I've worn this one. I don't think I wore it this year or last year. Yeah, I think I might have worn it last year. But this one is just so pretty, absolutely suffering from ugly bottle syndrome. But this is just a beautiful, neutral, yellowy tan peanut butter. It's beautiful, an amazing formula. Everyone loves its sister Caramello. She calls them sister polishes, Kathleen. But I have Caramello, and it's nice, you know, I like it, but I love peanut butter. Peanut butter I've worn multiple times since I had it in the last few years. Okay, Tiana. This one by Zoya is, I would say, my most worn Zoya. Next to Leslie, I would say these two are my most worn Zoyas. It's down to here. I wear this. I try to wear it pretty much every spring or summer, either on my nails or on my toes. I don't remember if I worn this, if I got to it this summer. I really can't remember. Sometimes I go a year without wearing it, but I try to wear it every year. But every time I wear this on my nails, I always wear it with Maria Luisa. Always. I will try to go through my Instagram to see if I have a picture sharing this. Because this is like, whenever I wear Tiana, I wear Maria Luisa. This is just like my go-to combo when I wear this. This one has a pretty decent formula. It's not the best because, you know, it is like a pastel, you know, not quite neon, but it's like a bright pastel, and they don't tend to have the best formulas. So I usually will wear 2 coats, and it's okay. But then with the topper on top, it just smooths everything out, and you can't really tell. But that's why I always wear a topper with it, and I really love the combination of this with Maria Luisa. And then when I wear this on my toes, I have to be extra careful and do like 3 coats. Okay, another one. I've actually only had this polish for a couple years. I got this one, Ireland. I got this one from their Earth Day sale, like maybe 3 years ago. And I've worn it so many times since. I love this polish. It's just a beautiful, murky, yucky green, and I love it. I wear this one as undies. I wear this one on its own. I wore this once and did some cute stamping on it. Just love this polish. If you don't have Ireland by Zoya, you definitely need to get Ireland. Okay, this one I haven't worn in a couple years, but I used to wear it a lot. This is Different Dimensions Surfs Up, and it's a white Crelly. White Crelly, and it's got these bright neon glitters. So I used to wear this one as an accent nail whenever I would wear like a bright polish. I can't think of what I used to wear this with. I don't know if I still have any of those polishes, but I used to, whenever I would wear like something bright on my nails, I would wear this one as an accent nail, like here and maybe here, just because, you know, it has some bright neon glitters, and I thought it, you know, coordinated well. I haven't worn this in a few years, but I haven't wanted to declutter it either. Really, really nice. Different Dimensions, I think they still do it. I don't know if they still do it. I'm pretty sure they do, but they used to have, I don't know what it was called. I don't know if they called it Doorbuster, but they would have Crellies that they would put on sale, or I guess that was their regular price. They would have like one curly that they would put, 1 or 2 curlies, that would be like $6, whereas the rest of their polishes are usually like 10 and up. Their curly would be like $5 or $6. So I used to pick up all their curlies all the time. But this one is just so pretty. Oh, and actually I'm really bummed. I had another one that I used to wear a lot. It had a really funny name, Cornipone. It was like a combination of unicorn, pony, and dolphin, I think. And it was a beautiful, beautiful curly. And it just eventually got so thick and gloopy I couldn't salvage it anymore. And now that I know to do base instead of thinner, I'm really sad that I decluttered that, because I could have fixed it and it would have been beautiful. But anyways, moving on. These 2 reds are just my staple reds. I've worn them repeatedly. KO Polish Ace, just my go-to red for undies. And then OPI Big Apple Red, just my go-to perfect reds for undies. For anything that I need a red undie, I grab one of these. Okay, then we have Orly's Fireball. This is probably next to vintage. I would say this one I've probably worn, well, it's hard to tell which one I've worn more, but this is Fireball. It's down to here. I love Fireball. I wear it. I try to wear it once a year. Sometimes I might skip a year, but I try to wear it once a year, either on my toes or on my nails. I don't wear this a lot on my toes. I mostly wear it on my nails, but I have worn it on my toes a couple times. This one is just beautiful. It's that gorgeous bright red, and then it's got that pinky flash. You don't really see the pinky flash. It just makes it like just comes across as like a glow. So this is just really glowy and beautiful on the nails. Okay, then we have OPI's I'll Have a Gin and Tectonic. So pretty. It doesn't look like much in the bottle, but on the nails it's beautiful. I've worn this on the nails. I've worn this, see, it's already, you can see it's down to there. I've worn this on the nails. I've worn this on the toenails a few times. I really like this one. I reach for this one when I want kind of like a soft, it's like a soft salmon pink, but it's got a drop of something else. It's not quite salmon. It's just so interesting and unique, and I really love it. And I've worn this multiple times over the years. Okay, then we have this one. I haven't worn this one in a couple years, but you can see I've definitely worn the heck out of this. This is Glitter Days Icy Coral, and this was from their Days of the Month Club. They don't have it anymore, but years ago, they would have a Days of the Month Club, and you could either be subscribed and they would automatically send you each polish each month, which I did that one for like the first year. And then after that, they had another option where you could not be subscribed, but you could just, if you liked the polish each month, you could pick it. So I eventually switched to that. And then they had 2 years in a row where the theme was Harry Potter. And so I have a lot of Harry Potter polishes that I've gotten from the Days of the Month Club. But anyways, this one, so pretty. I used to wear this one all the time. It's just a soft, flaky pink. So pretty. Really nice formula. After all these years, it's still really nice. I haven't worn this in probably at least 2 years, but you can see that I definitely used to wear it a lot. And it still has a really nice formula, so it's not, that's not because it's dried out. That's actually just the fill line. But really pretty. I used to wear this one all the time. Like in the kind of springish is when I would wear the spring, summer. Okay, just a few more, you guys. This one of my very favorite KB shimmers. This is Open-Toed Shoes. And actually I was talking about in another video that it was probably my favorite KB shimmers, how this is starting to go bad, and I'm really excited because now I don't have to declutter this, because now I can use the trick that I learned to just use clear polish base instead of thinner. So I'm really excited to revive this because this is one of my most worn KB shimmers. I love this. I've worn it so many times over the years. I used to wear this when I first started getting into indies, before I had, a crap ton of polishes. When I first started getting into indies, KB Shimmer was the first brand I was into, and I would pretty much buy most of their polishes from every collection. And she was heavily into Crellies back then. This was when Crellies were really popular. And I used to wear this one every year. It was my favorite KB Shimmer, and it's still one of my very favorite KB Shimmers. And it's so interesting. It's so unique. At the time, I don't think I realized like what Pruglies were. I just was always drawn to Pruglies, but I don't think, maybe Prugly, the term wasn't really around back then, and so I didn't really realize that, it was Pruglies, but this is definitely a Prugly. It's that kind of dirty light olive, and then it's got those gorgeous blue and gold glitters. But This is just proof that even back then, before I even knew what a Pruggly was, I was always drawn to Prugglies. Okay, then we have a topper. This is Take the Punny and Run by KB Shimmer. This was, you can see I've worn this a lot. I used to wear this all the time. This is one of their flaky toppers, but this is one of their old flaky toppers when they were like little tiny cut up flakies but shifting and so beautiful. I used to wear this one specifically over, I've decolored the polish, but I had it for years and I would wear the combo together at least like once or twice a year. I forget what the polish was. It was a China glaze, and it was like a kind of like a tan. If you guys know below, let me know. It was like a tan polish by China glaze, and then it had a really strong gold like shimmer flash in it, not glitters, but like fine shimmers. And I used to wear that, and then I would wear this on top, and the combination I loved. It was so pretty. But I've since decluttered that one because I didn't really love the strong gold shimmer anymore. It was just too much for me, but I used to wear this all the time. It was beautiful. 2 more polishes, you guys. This one, I used to wear this one a lot for St. Patrick's Day. This is Painted Polish Celtic Crelly. I used to wear this one, and then sometimes I would wear this one, and then sometimes I would wear them together. But this one I always thought was just the perfect St. Patrick's Day polish. So white Crelly, and it's got those gorgeous gold and green glitters. And painted polishes, I have a lot of their Crellys. This was before I got out of Crellys, when I was still into Crellys. I had a lot of their white Crellys, and their Crellys have beautiful formulas. I still have, I've decolored a few. I still have this one. I have one that's got like purple and pink glitters, I think. I have one that has blue glitters, I believe, and then I have this one. And their formulas are still so good after all these years. So their polishes really do hold up well, and they have really nice Crellys. Because they have a lot of the Crellys that have like the finer glitter, not the big chunky glitters, but the really fine glitters. But anyways, really love this one. I wore this one multiple times in the month of March. And then the last one I have, this one is somewhat of a cheat. This is actually Franken Polish, but before it was a Franken Polish, it was Friends Forever, right, by China Glaze from The Giver collection, I believe it was called, that movie. I think it was The Giver, right? I think that's what it was called. And I would wear it all the time. It had a terrible formula, 3 coats, and it was streaky if you weren't careful. But I just loved the color. It's like a white with just 1 or 2 drops of pink. And I just loved it. I used to wear it because it had somewhat a bad formula. I would wear fairy dust over it, and it was just the most dainty and just soft, girly manicure, and I loved it. And then about 2 years ago, I Frankened it, and it's got all these glitters in now. And now it has the perfect formula. It's almost opaque in 1 coat without being thick. I do 2 thin coats, and it's perfect. I love this. I wore this year for Galentine's Day. We did our group Manny, and I wore this for Galentine's Day. And this is just perfect. I love it. I loved it before I Frankened it, and I love it even more now that I Frankened it. Alright guys, that was everything. These are all the polishes that I've worn repeatedly over the years. Let me know down below what some of your most worn polishes are. Polishes that you love, that you actually wear. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.